You'd have your money up. For me, both the front rows, but Ekstrom is a firm favourite here for me.
Yes.
He's a firm favourite.
He should take this.
Got to get the start right. He hasn't had them all weekend, but it does seem to be a little bit more dialed in the recent sessions. Now we hear the noise. Rear end of Ekstrom's car sits down. Perfect reaction time. Brilliant start. Belevsky's going to have Carlson one side, Michalak the other on the run to the first corner. Oh, Belevsky going to go Joker or Standalone. Oh, runs up the back, almost into him. 3 cars go wide. That's going to cost them all time. So Michalak goes into the Joker with Carlson in behind. Frank Cavallo has gone in there as well with smoke off the back of Carlson's car. So Ekstrom and Belevsky are out front. I thought Belevsky was going to get collected there, but he didn't, as we see Carlson trying to make a pass on Michalak. Remember, only the top 2 go through. This is costing them so much time, they've practically given it to Belevsky.
Yeah, I mean, Michalak was quite hard there on Carlson. A shame, because, you know, one little mistake like that, it cost them a second, 1.5 seconds.
And you're done, aren't you?
You're
I mean,
done.
you could almost send them both into the Joker lap now and know that you've got the job done. I will see what the gap is.
Belevsky in free air, he's as fast as any of the top contenders, so yeah.
They don't go this time, so Ekstrom's out in front.
A great jump of Belevsky there.
I'm interested in Ekstrom through here. He really rotates the car into every corner. Like, he uses the full width of the track. He's not economical, like you were saying earlier, about using less. It's almost like he leans on the car more, and I love to see it from him. You know he's trying hard when he does that.
He's going opposite of everyone else, because for you guys that have seen Höljes before, I've never, ever in my life seen so much rubber on the tarmac as I have seen
there is today.
Like Cooper Tires, which is the official sponsor of the event and the championship, I think they have a harder rubber here this weekend. Means more slippery, you will spin the wheels more.
Yeah.
It's like driving on ice. It looks grippy, but it's not. So I think Matthias is trying to avoid the rubber, going all the way, almost out in the dirt. Try to catch some traction, going inside of the rubber there, going in the middle of the rubber there, and try to go in the
Get it inside on the exit.
Yes.
Do you know what though, mate? I'll take it, to be honest. The slightly harder compound, a little more movement in the cars.
I
quite like it. I'd be interested to know if it makes the tyres quite so critical as when they're ultra soft or not.
I've been looking at the tyres all weekend, and they have less tyre wear than in the World RallyX Championship.
Yeah, then you know what? I'm in favour of it. Let's lose a bit of grip and let's make the cars move around a little bit more. And
looks
why
like
not?
Tonka has done a great job with the front bumper of Matthias Ekstrom. After me commentating it, maybe sprayed it up a little bit with white spray there or some stickers.
Something to make it look nice. But Ekstrom's
way to go, Tonka.
Yeah, look at the gap that he's got on Belevsky straight away. So, Andreas, you were saying earlier, if Matthias wins this, he'll go front row with Johan.
Yes, and we will get the battle we want.
That is what we want. Johan Kristoffersson versus Matthias Ekstrom. We had an unbelievable battle here back in 2020. In COVID World Championship, they joked it at either end of the final, and it was 10th, 10th, 10th. It was brilliant. Ekstrom took that one. He's done the first part of the job here. Runs the car out wide. Belevsky going to go through as well. Great drive by him for Yellow Squad. Michalak, Carlson, if they hadn't got into each other on lap 1, maybe they'd have been a bit closer. But I think really the 2 cars we expected to go through from semi-final 3 there have gone through.
It's funny, I got a text from Laurent, which is the engineer of Anton Markland. You are a legend on TV. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I appreciate that. I respect that guy very much. You know one of the top engineers in Autosport.
That's lovely, mate. That's brilliant. So at least we know what you can do when you retire from motorsport. Are you retiring this year, or are you going to carry on?
I hope it's a long time till I commentate.
So what are you doing this year?
I can't tell.
I can't tell either, but I think we'll find out.
It will be soon.
It will be soon, I'm sure. It will be soon. Molly, where are you?
I'm down here with Joe, and I guess it's safe to say that Matthias was a favourite in that semi-final, but that drive puts him on the front row next to Johan Kristoffersson in the final. What was his words after finishing this race?
Yeah, we had the job to do and he did it. I think everybody wanted to see a Johan Matthias front row, and we have that now. I think Johan is probably a little bit better in tyres. We had to go a little bit nicer for a start earlier today, but I'm sure we'll have a very good battle.
Bakaru just said to me, ask Joe what he had for lunch.
Bakaru knows that I don't eat so much during the day.
Joe, just one final question. What's the tyre situation?
I can't really give away too much, but I think Johan has a better situation than us.
Thank you.
I love that. I love the fact he's like, I know exactly what tyres we've got, and I'm not telling you. I think Johan's got more, and he's not telling you either. It's great, isn't it? But good on you, Molly, for asking, because it's got to be done. Bit too much carnage in the background here. Look, it's Mitchlak on the outside. So because Bolevsky got a bad start, Mitchlak here ends up with Carlson. They hook up, fires him up in the air. How Bolevsky didn't get collected there, I don't know. And poor old Frank Val was on the outside there and just had nowhere to go. Does Carlson get into him again on the exit? No, not really. No. But all that time lost in turn 1.
Flames, I like that. Oh,
yes.
he gets into him a little bit there, but you know, wheels against wheels, it's gonna end up badly.
Yeah, you get launched. Carlson look on the handbrake in there, trying to get the car turned in early.
The thing is, the tire will be so warm, so you don't get the traction out from the corners. It's how to race with, you know.
I loved it when Matthias came in here earlier on. You've obviously been keeping an eye on it with the tyre situation, but I loved it when he came in. He goes, "You've been in this game for so long." He says, "You can't cheat me." And basically, he's clocked the tyre compound thing. He thinks it's a different compound slightly. Yeah.
Joe knows exactly the story
of course
on the tires.
He knows exactly. I love the fact he doesn't eat. So I don't eat before the first session on air because I can't. I'm all edgy and I don't want to. And I think Joe's the same. Can you eat during race day?
Yes.
You have to, or
I'm snackered.
Yeah, of course you are. So what a stupid question, Andrew. Yeah. Well, do you ever stop eating? No.
No.
2:57.1. Ekstrom takes the fastest time of the semi-finals, but that's kind of irrelevant because it's going to come down to who's running what on the car.